Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the dark side of cinema, that place where nightmares are made, where goosebumps get goosebumps. We're talking about the villains. Get ready to explore the most feared villains in film history. These aren't just your run-of-the-mill bad guys. These are the ones that make you want to sleep with the lights on, the ones that make you double-check your locks. We're talking iconic baddies, the ones with the best lines, the scariest faces, and the most terrifying motives. So buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get real. Okay, let's be real. You can't talk about scary villains without mentioning Darth Vader. I mean, the guy's got the heavy breathing, the mask, the whole Dark Lord vibe going on. It's pretty intimidating, right? And that voice. James Earl Jones could read the dictionary and make it sound terrifying. Luke, I am your father. Chills, literal chills. Plus, you got to respect the commitment to the look. Like, imagine wearing that helmet all day. That's dedication to being scary. Darth Vader's basically the blueprint for a cinematic villain. He's got the power, the presence, and that tragic backstory that kind of makes you feel bad for him. The dude's a pop culture icon. You see that black suit and mask anywhere, and you instantly know who it is. That's some serious villain power. He's the ultimate baddie from a galaxy far, far away. And honestly, I'm kind of glad he's fictional. Next up, we've got Hannibal Lecter. Now, this guy is a different kind of scary. He's not about brute force or laser swords. This dude messes with your mind. He's all about psychological torment. He's charming, intelligent, and loves a good Chianti. With fava beans and a nice liver, you know the one. That line alone is enough to give you nightmares. And those eyes, man, Anthony Hopkins just stares right through you. It's like he can see your deepest fears. What makes Hannibal so terrifying is that he could be anyone. He's a wolf in sheep's clothing. You'd never suspect him of being a cannibalistic serial killer just by looking at him. He's a master manipulator who plays with his victims like a cat with a mouse. He gets inside their heads, breaks them down, and then, well, let's just say he enjoys a very specific kind of cuisine. He's proof that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the ones who walk among us, hidden in plain sight. Let's talk about chaos incarnate, the Joker. This guy just wants to watch the world burn, and he does it with a twisted grin on his face. He's the ultimate wild card. You never know what he's going to do next, which makes him both fascinating and terrifying. He's unpredictable, unhinged, and completely okay with it. And we've seen some amazing actors take on the role. Jack Nicholson's Joker was manic and theatrical, while Heath Ledger's was dark, gritty, and downright scary. And Joaquin Phoenix? Talk about a descent into madness. Each performance brings something unique to the character, but they all capture that same essence of chaos and anarchy. The Joker is a reminder that sometimes the scariest thing isn't a monster or a supernatural entity, but the darkness that lies within humanity itself. He's a symbol of our own capacity for evil and the unpredictable nature of life. And that's pretty unsettling if you ask me. Now we're heading into the world of magic with Voldemort. This guy's so scary, people are afraid to even say his name. I mean, the dude's got no nose for crying out loud. He's basically a walking, talking embodiment of pure evil. And those red eyes, pure nightmare fuel. He's got a whole army of Death Eaters at his beck and call, and he's not afraid to use them to spread fear and terror throughout the wizarding world. Voldemort is all about power. He craves it, he's obsessed with it, and he'll stop at nothing to get it. He's even willing to kill innocent people, just to split his soul into pieces, which is like super messed up. What makes Voldemort truly terrifying is his ability to manipulate and control others. He preys on their fears and insecurities, twisting them to his will. He's a constant threat to Harry and the entire wizarding world, which makes him one of the most feared villains in fantasy literature and film. What's scarier than a villain who can kill you in your dreams? I'll tell you, Freddy Krueger, this guy is the stuff of nightmares, literally. He's got the burned face, the razor gloves, that creepy hat, and a voice that could curdle milk. Plus, he hangs out in your dreams, which is just not cool, man. Freddy's all about psychological torture. He knows what scares you, and he uses it against you in your most vulnerable state. I mean, imagine not being safe even in your own dreams. And those one-liners? Welcome to prime time, bitch. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. They're cheesy, sure, but they're also super effective. Freddy Krueger is a reminder That sometimes the things that scare us the most are the ones we can't control. He's a symbol of our deepest fears and anxieties, and he knows exactly how to exploit them. So next time you have a hard time sleeping, just remember, 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. Just kidding. Or am I? Now let's talk about Norman Bates. This guy might seem unassuming at first, but trust me, there's something seriously wrong with this dude. He's the quiet, awkward motel owner with a creepy obsession with his mother, and that stare, it's enough to send shivers down your spine. What makes Norman so unsettling is his quiet demeanor. He's like a ticking time bomb. You just never know when he's going to snap. And when he does snap, well, let's just say things get messy. That shower scene in Psycho? Iconic, terrifying, and it completely changed the horror genre forever. Norman Bates is a reminder that you should never judge a book by its cover. Beneath that timid exterior lies a deeply disturbed individual with a shocking secret. He's a classic example of a villain who is both pathetic and terrifying, and his legacy continues to haunt our nightmares to this day. Hold on to your seats, folks, because we're about to meet Anton Chigurh. This guy is the definition of cold-blooded. He's got that creepy bowl cut, those dead eyes, and that air of quiet menace that just makes your skin crawl. And don't even get me started on that captive bolt pistol. Anton is a man of few words, but his actions speak volumes. He's a ruthless killer who sees himself as an agent of fate. He flips a coin to decide his victim's fates, believing that he's just following a predetermined path. Talk about a twisted sense of morality. What makes Anton so terrifying is his unwavering commitment to his own twisted code. He's like a force of nature, unstoppable, and completely indifferent to human suffering. He's a reminder that sometimes the scariest villains are the ones who feel no remorse, who kill without hesitation, and who believe that they're above the law. Next up, we've got a villain who knows how to exploit our childhood fears, Pennywise the dancing clown. I mean, come on, clowns are already creepy enough, but this guy takes it to a whole new level. He's got the creepy smile, the sharp teeth, and a love for balloons that's just plain wrong. And those eyes, they pierce right through your soul. Pennywise is all about preying on our deepest fears, taking the form of whatever scares us the most. He's a shapeshifter, a manipulator, and he knows how to lure you in with promises of fun and games. But don't let the playful facade fool you. This clown is bad news. He feeds on fear, and he's always hungry. What makes Pennywise so terrifying is his ability to tap into our primal fears. He's a reminder that sometimes the things that scared us as children never really go away. They just lurk in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to resurface and torment us all over again. Let's talk about Michael Myers, the silent stalker who just refuses to die. This guy is a killing machine, pure and simple. He's got that creepy white mask, that emotionless expression, and a way of appearing out of thin air that's just plain unsettling. Michael is the embodiment of pure evil. He's driven by a primal urge to kill, and he's completely unstoppable. He's like a shark that smells blood in the water, relentless and merciless. What makes Michael so terrifying is his silence. He doesn't talk, he doesn't show emotion, he just kills. You never know what he's thinking, which makes him even more unpredictable and dangerous. He's a reminder that sometimes the scariest things are the ones we don't understand, the ones that operate outside the realm of human logic and reason. He's the boogeyman come to life, and he's coming for you. Last but not least, we have Thanos, the mad titan who broke half the universe. This guy is the ultimate cosmic baddie, with a god complex to match his massive chin. He's got the Infinity Gauntlet, a serious case of resting villain face, and a plan to save the universe that involves wiping out half of all life. Thanos is a complex villain. He believes he's doing the right thing, even if his methods are, well, let's just say questionable. He's willing to sacrifice everything to achieve his goals, even if it means killing his own adopted daughter. Talk about tough love. What makes Thanos so terrifying is his sheer power. He's one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel universe, and he's not afraid to use it. He's a reminder that even the mightiest heroes can fall, and that sometimes the fate of the universe hangs in the balance. Thanks for watching. We just dove deep into the dark side of cinema, exploring the most feared villains in film history. From masked killers to manipulative masterminds, these baddies know how to keep us on the edge of our seats. Who do you think is the most feared villain? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to tell us which villains you think deserve a spot on our next list. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of film. Until next time, good luck sleeping with the lights off.